Alright guys, how you doing? Alright, so I've got my TRX4 here. This is my brand new one, but I've put an old body on it because I don't want to trash my nice new one. In case you didn't know, this one is running a Castle Mamba X crawler combo. And the beauty with this is, guys, it's got two modes. It's got an aux cable, so if you've got a spare channel on your radio, you can have two modes. So on one mode, you can have it on like a, say you're not high speed, you can have it so it can still roll. So when you let off the throttle, it still keeps on rolling. And then you can have another mode, let's say you want to do some crawling, then you get some drag brakes. The drag brakes are actually really handy when you're crawling, because without them, especially with a brushless motor where there's no brushes dragging, it just makes it difficult getting over stuff. But because this radio doesn't have a spare channel, I've sort of wireleaded it into this switch. So when I've got low range, I've got drag brakes, and when I put it into high range, no drag brakes. But the problem is, really, you're supposed to put that into its own channel, so you can set the endpoint. You know, wherever you send the endpoint, that is how severe the drag brakes are. But because there's no endpoint adjustment on this switch, and I've wireleaded it in, it's either all or nothing. Let me explain. Let me demonstrate. See, so this is in high range. So as I accelerate, I let go of the accelerator, and it keeps on rolling. But the trouble is, if I put in low range now I've got the drag brake. Look how violent it is. It makes it. And it can make it, I don't know, if you're trying to crawl over something, it just kind of violently stops. And I don't know, I just don't like it. It doesn't look very scale, it doesn't look very realistic. And it just, I just don't like it. So I want to soften off the drag brakes a little bit. So it's just all or nothing. And I was on one of the TRX forums on Facebook, and I saw an endpoint adjuster. I couldn't find the exact same one because I'm from UK, and I think the one that I saw was in America, but I found something pretty similar. So what I do with this, you're supposed to plug it in between the servo and the receiver, and then you can adjust the endpoint of the servo by a couple of buttons here. So first of all, I just need to get inside this receiver box. And here you can see that Y lead, and the aux channel is this one here. So hopefully all that I've got to do is plug one end into here and the other end into here. Hopefully it will work. Right, drag brakes. No drag brakes, but I want this. Let's get it on the carpet. All right, so this is in high range. Low range, still too vicious. There's quite a minus button on there. I mean, do you just hold it down? Let's have a look at the instructions. Setup. Right. Alright, so apparently what you have to do is you hold down both buttons. If anyone knows why this ESC keeps beeping every few seconds, let me know in the comments, guys, please. So you hold down both buttons and apparently the light will come on. Then you have to select in which direction you want to have the endpoint adjusted, and I've got the right one, so that would be on the switch here. So that one can stay where it is. That one, we want less. So that should be giving us less drag brakes. Nope, it isn't. Nope. Why is it not working? To enter setup, press both. Doesn't appear to do anything. Alright, let's try something else. If I plug a servo in there instead, then we can visually see if anything's actually happening. Alright, so there we go on the switch. So hitting the minus. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely making it less. That's making it more. And then in the other mode, more. And less. Alright, so it is working, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the drag brakes. What's happening, guys? Right, so in that mode we want less. It's just as violent. It's just... I ain't got a clue what's going on there, guys. So I'm just going to stick it on the old castle link and see if we can find some adjustment, because surely there's got to be a way of doing this. Alright, so I've got my castle link here. Another little trick that I did here, I put an extension lead in, just so that I can unplug it here to plug this castle link in every time. Because it saves having to, every time you want to make an adjustment, you have to get into your receiver box and get into all the fiddly plugs and pull all that lot out. So now, all that I need to do to plug this castle link in is just simply unplug here and plug that into there. Ah, come on, bloody Windows update. Update, yeah, why not? What's happening? What's happening? Nothing. Nothing's happening. Oh, okay, something's happening. Download. Alright, this is long. I'm going to turn you off and I'll put you back on when it's downloaded and working. Alright, so it looks like we're alive. Alright, let's have a look. Throttle curve. Maybe it would be quite nice to have it a little bit less to start with, so it's not so aggressive. Brake curve. Yeah, I suppose we can do the same with that. Advanced. Arming time, yes. So here we've got rock race stroke crawler mode. And this is the auxiliary wire. So you've got max power adjustment, reverse percentage adjustment, max brake adjustment, drag brake adjustment. So this is kind of the one I'm thinking we should be using. Reverse enable, torque control adjustment, rock racer crawler mode. I'm kind of thinking it should be definitely the drag brake adjustment. What else we got? Motor, reverse, blah 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 blah. Yeah. I'm not sure if upping this is going to kill my receiver, so we'll leave it at that for now. Disable error beeps. Maybe that'll stop it from beeping all the time. Let's give that a go. Ah, disable idle beeps. Yes, that's what we want. Alright. Hopefully, click update. That should now work. Hopefully. I was pretty sure that I had it into drag brake mode originally for this aux, but it did say on there that it wasn't. It said it was in rock race mode, and I never found that function to work that well. So, alright, plug that back in, plug that back in, turn that on. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we're in low range, so yep, still stupidly violent. It's just either on or off. And then we've got normal mode. It lets it roll on. But I'll tell you, that throttle curve has made it a lot more easy to use. I mean, it makes it more sensible when you get towards full throttle. But on the slow speed, that's going to make the crawling a lot easier, a lot more docile. On a basher, I would never change the throttle curve. I always keep it linear. I've never liked any expo. When I used to fly the model helicopters, I never liked any expo at all. But with the crawling, I can see the benefit here. Yeah. Yes, guys. But I still want the drag brakes to not be so aggressive. Look, it's just Too aggressive. Right, let's see if plugging this thing here back in is gonna work now. So we've got to press 2 buttons together for a second, and then we can keep going minus. And hopefully that should give us less brakes now. No, it's just too much. It's just all on or all off. I want a little bit of drag brakes, but I don't want this much. Still way too much. Yeah, it is taking it off actually. But it's still way too high. It needs to come down a lot less. I don't know what the solution is, guys. This doesn't turn it down enough. It turns it down to 20%. 20% still too high. See, it just instantly locks the wheels up. Nah. Oh, guys. So the only way that I can think it could work is to either get a different radio, so I've got a separate channel for that aux cable, but I want to stick with the Traxxas radio, because I use the same radio for all of these RC cars. I don't want to change the radio systems. Maybe there's another servo unit. Maybe that one I saw from the Facebook page had a couple of little pots on there. Maybe with one of them you could turn that drag brake down even more, because it is definitely turning it down, but it's just nowhere near enough. It needs to be less. I mean, the only thing I can think of for now is to go back into the castle link and just set the overall drag brakes, but not set them too high. Just set them like a tiny little bit and just give that a little go. Alright, so I've got 0% drag brake. And that's kind of across the board. That's when you've got the wire lead switch off. So put it onto custom. Let's try it on 4%. And I'm also going to remove this thing again. Not going to bother with that. And I'm also going to leave the aux cable off, so that we're not going to get any difference when we start flicking this switch here. So hopefully, with just enough drag brakes, you can just simulate what it would be like with brushes on the motor. Definitely got some drag brake there. A bit too much, see, when we let off the power. Nah, that's definitely too much. And then I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's alright. Let's see what it crawls like. Right, low range. Well, I don't know. It's definitely not holding it. But then with that throttle curve and that brake curve, it's quite easy just to hold it yourself from the trigger. But at least it's taking all that sort of jerkiness away from it now. So hopefully I can make it look a little bit more scale. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you know how I can turn down the brakes in the aux mode, let me know. Because literally, if I could have sort of 20% brakes on aux, and then have like 0% drag brakes in normal mode, that'd be perfect. But I'll tell you, just doing that throttle curve, that sort of made the biggest difference to be, honestly. Because before it was so sort of, now it's so much easier to do it progressively. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to leave it as it is for now. I'm not going to bother with the aux lead at all, and just see how it goes. Alright guys, hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash that bell button to stay notified. See you soon guys.